What is up? I am David Sabastian, and I am breaking down the America on Fire video. So this is America on Fire, one of the one of my favorite videos I've ever shot. Um, Press pause right there. Um, so in shooting this video, I I storyboarded every single frame on a napkin in a Starbucks, and I kind of just drew the Statue of Liberty walking across the street on fire. I drew the little kid walking down the street or me levitating. So I always think it's such a special moment when you're in front of the camera and you see things that you drew weeks in advance kind of materialize themselves. But this one was really, really awesome. All right, keep going. Confederate flag sticking out of stripper's ass. I mean, can't get much more better than that. Um, so America on Fire to me was really about the plight of everything that's going on in the US right now, from racism to the economy to coronavirus to uh, police brutality to sexism to the elite. Like every frame is symbolic. Even there with the young black kid with all these like lasers on him and his hands up. The girl that's on my shirt was murdered by the police, wrongfully. They broke into her parents' house and they didn't ask questions, and they broke into the wrong house and they shot her in the head. So I wore her shirt, and I'm going to be turning it into merch. We got permission from her family, and 100% of the sales are going to go to her family. Yeah, this moment is really cool. I really wanted the big reveal because when the girls first come out, they're in these choir robes, and the last thing you probably would expect is for them to be dancers. And the reason why I thought it was so important to put a hook, like bounce that ass, and to have like strippers in the video is because what I'm saying is so heavy that I thought that would kind of soften the message a little bit and make it a more palatable for youth culture. Pause real quick. Me on top of the 16 wheeler. So yeah, so that's me on top of a 18 wheeler actually. And when I drew this out, I told everyone at Warner and I told everyone, yeah, we're getting an 18 wheeler and we're gonna drive it around the streets of LA, and I'm gonna stand on top of it. Everyone's like, you're crazy. You need permits. It'll never happen. What if you fall off? What if you die? And I'm kind of just like, we're gonna do it. And that's kind of always been my approach to everything. No permits, no, like, just do it, just to have the freedom to do it. And it was really, really fun. We drove around Skid Row. Cars were following us. Cops were following us. People were taking videos in the street. The jumpsuit that I'm wearing, I actually designed that and I made it the morning of because I didn't have an outfit that I thought was tight enough. So I had a white jumpsuit that I spray painted and turned it into that. And yeah, it's just one of those moments. I mean, here's some insider stuff that no one would probably know is I've kind of been dealing with a little bit of asthma, and I left my asthma inhaler at the house. So I kind of had an asthma attack up on top of that thing. So I'm like trying to perform this song 3 to 4 times while it's moving. I can't really breathe. It was a lot, but it happened. All right, you keep going. Yeah, more symbolism. The dudes in the back, me on fire in front of the American flag. That was really cool to shoot. My first time really doing visual effects in front of a green screen. Um, that's my friend Shay. Uh, Hold on. Let's see what else. So this day was the very first day of the shoot, right? And on set, we had 10 dancers, we had 20 sheep. We actually got sheep from Khalees's farm that she let me use. We got a flamethrower. We had a KKK member, a cop, fireworks, all this stuff, right? And it was pure madness. Mind you, we didn't do this on set. We did this on a corner of a street. Like literally, I just had to find like a parking lot, right? And I put this huge banner up over a parking lot, broad daylight, Saturday or Sunday afternoon. And once again, it was one of those things where like, yo, I need a flamethrower. And we're gonna set this banner on fire. And I need a bunch of dancers, and I need some sheep, and I need this, and I need this. And everyone's like, what? And I'm like, what? And my executive producer, Sarah, God bless her soul, she made everything happen. She kind of put together the moving pieces, and yeah, we created this magic. But it was complete chaos. This was in one take. Nobody knew what they were doing. It had to be in one take because we were gonna set the banner on fire, and it kind of just worked out. Yeah, you keep going. This is one of my favorite shots. I wish we would have done it actually on the White House, but that was my first recommendation. But they said you're crazy, it'll never happen. um, Such a cool shot. Press pause there. Well, you don't even have to press pause, but the fireworks going off in front of City Hall, that's like, a government building. And once again, I said, yo, we need to set fireworks off in front of this government building. And they're like, yo, the riots just happened, blah, blah, blah. You're going to jail. You can't set off illegal fireworks in front of the biggest government building in LA. I'm like, trust me, I will not go to jail. This is, I'm a firm believer in whatever reality you want to create, you kind of just have to visualize it and kind of step out of your own way. And a lot of times fear or other people's fears kind of enable you to get the best result out of life. And I've noticed that all these grandiose ideas, all these grandiose visions that I want to do, it's not my fear that ever stops me from doing it. It's other people's fear that are telling me like, you can never do this. You could never pull this off. And I wanted to light, I think like we lit like $4,000 worth of fireworks in front of City Hall, and the cops didn't come. I didn't get arrested, and we got the shot. It was amazing. All right, keep it going. Black, brown love, more chaos, ass, weird God trucks. These shots were so fun. I got to shout out my friend Taj too, who helped me co-direct this. Legendary director, helped me bring the vision together. On the cinematic side, titties, can't go wrong with titties and ass. That girl's ass was so fat, like for no reason. I remember she was just shaking. It would just keep shaking for like 20 seconds. I don't know. Yeah, and this is kind of the end of the video, and it's just like an accumulation of all the scenes. And really, I believe people are going to interpret this video in a number of different ways. Um, yeah, and see on the back, Ayanna Jones was a 7-year-old African-American girl from Detroit's East Side who was shot in the head and killed during a raid. The house the police raided. So that was just pretty much telling her story. And I wanted to take a moment to bring awareness to her life and other people's lives who may have been affected by police brutality. So.